Listen, they gonna always have something to say. So you just gotta let them talk. Let them talk. Let them talk. Let them talk. Somebody always have something to say about what you have to say. You know, what's with that? Can we just all get along? Y'all, I got a good one for y'all today, so stay tuned. Hey y'all, it's Bernita Rochele and welcome. Why can I not talk? Welcome to my spoken word and conversations, y'all. And you know I'm gonna get right into it. I know y'all heard that intro. Y'all heard that intro. Now I wrote this on May 27th, 2024. So it's a newer one. Okay. This is a newer one, and this is called, let me get these glasses on. Now, you know, I'm not cross-eyed. It is these glasses or this hair. All right. It's called, They Gonna Always Have Something to Say. Now, listen, they are. You just gotta let them. You gotta let them talk. Sometimes people just want to get it out. And what I've learned is you just gotta let them get it out. Just let them get it out. They gonna always have something to say. So just let them say it. They ain't never had a conversation with you, and they are talking about you. They are talking about you right now. Shh. Can you hear them? They gonna always have something to say. Why is she with him? All he gonna do is cheat. They gonna always have something to say. Why ain't she married? He a pastor. He should be married already. They gonna always have something to say. If your views don't align with their views on how they are saying something, they may say something like, why did she say it like that? And sometimes you are saying the same thing, but no one is taking the time to listen, to hear, to understand what you are saying. They're going to always have something to say about you. They're going to always put their perspectives on you. Let me turn that page because it's true. Do not listen to him or her. That's what they say. I've got years doing this. I got 20 to 40 years, 50 to 60 years. This is the right way to do it. So it should be done this way. That's what they say. Hunty child. They gonna always have something to say. Listener, those are true facts. You know, the more seasoned I get, the more I just be like, just let them talk. Because sometimes people just need to let it out. Let them fuss. Let them do what they do. Because you cannot please everybody. You can't please everybody. And I have totally stopped trying to please everybody. You know, I'm just trying to live my life. Live my life with peace. And anger is not going to get you nowhere. Talking about people ain't going to get you nowhere. And being mean to people is not going to get you nowhere. So my whole thing is, I ain't got nothing to say about nobody. Sometimes I do though. But people are going to always have something to say. So you're going to have to put on your, you got to put on your big girl panties your big boy draws. Because people are going to always talk about you. You can't please everybody. I love Jonathan McReynolds' song talking about people. And here it goes. It says, they are the best and the worst you've created, loving and hating and unopinionated. He said, deliver me from people. Don't know what validation I was seeking. He said, I can't point them out. I won't say their names. I don't know the damage or which one to blame, but heal me from these people. Crazy, trolling, self-righteous, entitled, hating, lying, disrespectful people. But here's the kicker. He says, forgive me when I am one of those people. Woo! Y'all, that song right there is like one of my favorites. I mean, I love me some Jonathan McReynolds anyway. I'm going to put a picture. Me and Dee actually met him at this old church that I used to attend, and I'm going to put that picture up there. I don't believe people even think. We always, I'm in my thoughts right now. We always think it's the other people, but we never think that it could be us. All right. So here are my thoughts. I'm going to need you to admit that you have been one of those people. We've all been one of those people. You can talk about everyone else who is doing and saying, but then you be like, that ain't me. People do. People be like, that ain't me. I was in a conversation with somebody and I was sitting up here talking and she was saying what she was saying and all that. But then she said, but she doesn't understand my way of thinking or whatever. And I'm saying to myself, listen, you got to hear yourself. You got to hear yourself. If we get the time to understand what people are going through, because it's a lot of stuff that's going on out here. Okay, now let me get on back here. In my intercommunications class, we had one part of the class that talked about healing. That the one part that was hurt, okay, or did the hurting, first has to admit that you did what you did. Once you admit that you did what you did, then the process of forgiving and healing can take place. And I don't think people really understand that there is steps. It's almost like a 12-step program. Now, I ain't never had to do no 12-step program, but I did read up on it, and I like to, I like to learn. And so one part of the 12 steps is admitting. You have to admit, then you're able to move on. But if you are always thinking you are not going to, wait a minute, but if you are always thinking that you are not the problem, there is no way that you can heal. Okay. In that particular class, it also talked about the peace process. You have to be willing to be in a state of, I want to have peace. Because if you're not in the first step of admitting that you did what you did, when we're talking about people, right? You have to admit to that. Then all those other steps will follow. Okay. So my whole thought is this. So ask yourself, am I one of these people? If you are, you need to get it together. If you are one of those people that he mentioned in that song, and you can go and listen to that song, people, Okay. You have to be willing to admit that you did it, and then the healing process can start, you know. But if everyone is out here putting all this confusion and delusion, no one's going to ever heal because it's all a game. I got one more thing to add. We have to start putting ourselves in other people's shoes. Like, why are they doing that? You know, like when I was telling you about that store incident, and when you know people are not normally mean, okay? So this is another example that I have. Was calling Walgreens for something to see about these massaging things for your legs, right? Um, because I'm like on this healthy, I want to be my inner, I want to be healed, and I want my outer to be healed, but in a way that's not, where it's, nothing that I have to have surgery for. Okay. So, this lady answered the phone, and I was like, well, do you have this particular product? Whatever. She said, yes. And so then I was like, okay. I was like, can you go back there and check? She said, yes, I do have the product. And I said, well, can you go back there and check? Because I want to make sure it's there, because I didn't want to go. She said, ma'am, I can't give you no review. And I said, well, wait a minute. I didn't ask you for a review. I just wanted to make sure that the product was there. So therefore, I won't just be driving. I said, wait a minute, hold up. Are you having a bad day? And she said, I'm not having a bad day. And I was like, but wait a minute, hold up. You got to admit that you're having a bad day, because you are. She was like, you wanted me to give you a review on the product. And I said, no, that's not what I said. I said, I wanted you to tell me. I said, if it was there, because if I have to go out, I didn't want to waste no gas or just waste my time, because my time is valuable. My time is straight up valuable. I'm telling y'all, man, I be having a dun. And so then she went on, and I said, well, ma'am, first of all, you need to admit right now that you're wrong. I said, you need to admit, because you did not hear to understand what I just asked you. And she kept on. I said, ma'am, you need to admit it that you having a bad day. And I said, you probably need a do-over. It's okay to have a do-over. But the more calmer I was to her, the more angry she got. And I was like, what is going on? So my whole point to telling you this is, people are going to be people, but try to put yourself in other people's shoes. Okay. I have been listening to Karen. What is her name? Let me see. I think I wrote it down. I just love her channel. Karen Hunter. She is her. I mean, it's, oh my God. Just go to that channel if you ever listen to it. And I normally don't. Well, I do. I say some channels sometimes. Let me get myself together, okay? But yeah, I love that channel. But on one of her episodes she had where she's sharing, like, one time she went to a store and different things, but you have to listen to it. But she was talking about an interview that Miss Pat had with Raven. And oh my God, if we would put ourselves in other people's shoes and not judge what they've been through, we can really start hearing and understanding people. But first, you got to admit it. You got to admit, yeah, this was the place that I was in at one point in my life, but I'm not there no more. And once you start admitting to yourself and to whatever else has been done, because a lot of things have been done to people, and if you would admit that this is what happened, the healing can start taking process. But anyway, y'all, that go to her channel, you will see it. I mean, it was a really good thing. Like, she was like doing some commentary on there, and it was really good, y'all. But y'all, thank y'all. That's it. Thank y'all so much. I am so appreciative of you watching. Okay. I will what is my favorite saying? Field of dreams. If you build it, they will come. You know, and I'm not rushing nothing. I want to be organic. I want to be real, and I want to send a message that is about peace. What does my thing say? Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Real life experiences, relationships for the mature. Okay? For the mature. That's what my channel is about. Conversations that need to be had, enlightening conscious awareness, and breaking generational curses. Generational curses don't only begin in your home. They're outside generational curses where you can actually make a difference. You want to make a difference in somebody's life. Who want to sit up here and create chaos for people? I don't want to do that. I want to create a space where you can listen and try to hear and understand what I'm saying. That don't mean that you have to do what I'm saying, but just hear. And if we would take the time to hear and understand people, now some people you just ain't gonna get through, but you can get through it. And let me give you another example of um people. Okay, I've been going through this thing um with the house, with the situation. Now, yesterday morning, I said I laid in the bed because I say my prayers before I get out the bed. I don't be getting on my knees. I be trying to, but I be laying there. I'll be talking to him, okay? So anyway, I was like, Lord, let this be the last step to having to deal with this insurance company. And I know I got one more after this one, but this one here, because I need this done. I need this done right now. I said, Lord, can you please, just when I call these people today, can you have them do what they need to do so this step can begin here? The first step has begun. Now it's the second step of getting the other part to my house done, right? So, y'all, I called them people. Now, I, okay. The voicemail, because now I'm getting voicemails. It wasn't that great. So I said, well, let me just make another move. And so I did another move. Y'all, again, the check, I got an email. The check is in the mail. Listener, if you give it to him, he will make it happen for you. Because he knows your heart and he knows what you're trying to do. Okay. So when the people get all, start saying, no, this is not, and they try to get you all worked up and all this. And sometimes, I do. I gotta admit, yeah. It seems like when you do that, you can be calm all this time and you work through it, and people still don't take you serious until you have to do what you got to do. You got to be like Master P, about it sometimes, okay? Y'all, so I wanted to add that to let you know, to encourage you that you have to make sure that he is right there. You have to make sure that he's right there when you're dealing with people as well. All right. Now I done end this like 2-3 times. All right. For real. This is the end, y'all. Y'all, thank y'all so much. Thank you to my new ones and thank you to my day ones. That's it. That's all for me today, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Peace. That's all. I'm telling you, this microphone right here, but I like it. I really do like it. Peace.